Hello and welcome. Have you ever bought a course, hired a coach or a mentor to help you in your self-improvement journey, only to feel later on that you were cheated off your hard-earned money? You went through the program for a few days or a few weeks and you did not experience the results the program guaranteed you would get. And now, you feel so frustrated and think to yourself that it's not worth it to invest in any course or training because you didn't see any value in the one you invested in. Now you strongly advise against buying to anyone who is seeking to buy a self-help program. Are you the person that I'm talking about? If this person is you, stick around because I have a gold nugget for you. To explain the concept better, let me take you back a little. Remember when you were in school? It doesn't matter how long ago it was. When exam results came out, everyone in class had different grades, right? There were some that would get almost everything, while others 50% and others none. Now that you are an adult, you came across this course that promised to give you a different life, that it would help you rewire your mind so that you can make more money, become happier and achieve work-life balance, or basically live the life of your dreams. You felt very excited and couldn't wait to get started, especially after you read other people's success stories, so you purchased the course, went through it, and after a time you begun to question, and wondered, where are my results? I did what the coach said I should do. In fact, I have been doing it for a few weeks now, but why haven't my life changed? To explain this dilemma, let me tell you a little story. Some time back, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I came across an interview of Lisa from the book The Secret. If you have never read the book The Secret, please check it out. They even have a video version of it. So within this interview, Lisa said something that got stuck with me to this day. I don't remember much about the interview. In fact, I don't remember the topic of discussion. But what I remember her saying is that, at the beginning of her self-improvement journey, there is this seminar that she attended. If anyone knows the interview that I'm talking about, please write it down on the comments section. What was most striking to her about this seminar was the people that had attended the seminar. She remembers seeing them happy, at peace with themselves, and they looked rich. Basically doing well in their lives. At that moment she said to herself, I want what these people have. Lisa, in her own words, says in that interview that she ended up going back to that seminar 40 times because she couldn't understand what they were talking about. The concept of living life in her own terms, being happy, feeling safe and successful was foreign to her. But she was determined to change her life. And now, I want to ask you, how long did you stick with the courses that you bought? How much focus and attention did you place into the information that you were provided with? It's so easy to fall back into the bandwagon of victim mentality, self-pity and pointing fingers. Into deciding that the course doesn't work, and into looking at the money that you spent and thinking of all the things you could have spent on that money. When you were in school, everyone had a different way of understanding the information that they received from the teachers. Some got it fast, while others got it after going through it a few more times. Why, as an adult, do you quit on yourself? Why is it so easy to say things don't work? Look at it this way: you have been in a victim, negative mindset your whole life. You have spent your whole life feeding yourself the information of not being good enough to make money, not good enough to live a good life, feeling helpless that you have no control over your life. Then you spent a few weeks basically going against what you thought to be true your whole life, trying to rewire your mind into believing something different. When your ego fought back and showed you the opposite of the result you desired, you gave up. Let me tell you a little secret. The moment you felt things to be difficult is the time things were beginning to change for you. You just gave up too soon. The primary work of the mind is to keep you safe. And when you introduce new information that is unfamiliar to the mind interprets it as a threat. Therefore, it rejects it and works to get you back to the familiar thinking and way of doing things. Our thoughts creates our reality. The familiar thoughts that you have within you, even though they may not be serving you, feels safe. Our mind, as I said earlier, is created to keep you safe, and any unfamiliar thoughts, though it may be a benefit to you, is a threat to what the mind knows. Therefore, the mind works to keep those thoughts out of you to keep you safe. I have not been paid by any course creator to promote courses, but what I know is, if you attended a mastermind where 50% of people or more had success in the courses, only you didn't and a few more, it's a high time that you look for answers within. You have heard time and time again of several people who have had success with trainings, courses, and coaches, and you can't help but wonder, why did it not work for you? And I have that answer for you. Just like in school where everyone had different results. It's the same case with the programs that you purchased. Just because you did not gain fast result, that doesn't mean you failed. What it only means is you need to put more time into the program. Go back to it and go through the information until you get it within your mind. Lisa had to go back 40 times before the information was engraved into her system. She had made up her mind that she would not quit until she experienced the changes she had seen in others. You might be starting from extreme situation where you have never experienced wealth, joy, love, or true happiness. Your journey will be different from someone who had it before and knows it's possible that they only need reminders and a push to go back into creating their best life. Self-help journey is different for everyone. Honor your own journey and make a conscious decision not to give up on yourself before you get the results and the success that you desire. It's very easy to give up and complain that courses and hiring coaches doesn't work, but it takes real effort and commitment to change one life. This journey, no one can go through it for you. Just like no one can lift weights for you in the gym, and that you have to show up and do the work, self-help is the same way. Life changes when you change your thinking, your perception of life, and how you see yourself. Life keeps on changing. Reality is not solid but fluid. We move to different states according to the information that is within our mind. And if you are experiencing the same state of being broke, sad, and depressed, it's because nothing have changed within your mind, so you keep recreating the same life over and over again. Dr. Joe Dispenza in his many lectures states that you can change in the state of joy or you can change in a state of pain. Don't wait until life forces you to unwanted state for you to change. Stop giving up on yourself by giving up when you don't experience results fast enough. All the information that comes to your brain changes something within you. It's upon you to program it long enough and constantly to see a change and a long-lasting effect. Zig Ziglar said motivation is like taking a bath. That's why it's recommended to do it daily. Have a burning desire to change your life and be willing to show up for yourself daily until you experience the desired result. In this life, you are not in competition with anyone. The only competitor is the person you were yesterday. Don't go through life giving up on yourself. Don't give up before the change happens. It's upon you to decide how bad you want change in your life. And ask yourself, are you willing to see others celebrate their success while you go on this rampant of saying and thinking that nothing works? Would you rather be on self-help journey knowing that eventually you will experience the benefits of your hard work, or would you rather be one of those who claim that investing in oneself is a waste of time? When do you get to let yourself believe in you? When do you get to push yourself beyond what you think is possible for you? The new life that you desire to create is within reach, but it's going to cost you your old one. Your new life requires a new you, in thinking, in doing, and in terms of what you give your focus and attention. The old programming that keeps on creating the same old realities will have to be eliminated in order for the new one to take effect. You can choose to focus on the thinking that things are not working, or you can choose to believe that a change is happening within you, and soon you will see a change in reality. Remember, what you focus on and give your attention to grows. If you focus on nothing is working, that is what you will create and experience. I took 4 years to experience real changes in my finances. And during those years I experienced setbacks that sometimes made me feel that I was doing nothing, that the information that I was consuming was not helping me, and sometimes I thought to myself that probably I wasn't supposed to break free from struggling. But it was during those times, as I look back, I realize I grew mostly mentally. Changing oneself is not easy, but it's worth it. If you have given up on your self-improvement journey, it's about time you went back into it. Choose to be the one that gets to say, you did it, despite of it all. The more challenging the journey, the sweeter the victory. You got what it takes to create a good life for yourself. Believe in you, and open your mind and soul to the help that is being offered. It takes guts to admit that you need help, but it takes even more guts to accept the help and letting in the information sip in your mind to rewire your thinking and the way of doing things. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and see you on the next video.